that day uh, we faced the many things on that day. Like we felt the sorrow, and everywhere from everywhere people were coming to us, and they show the sympathy to us, and they said that they told us that it is just through the wish of Allah, and when Allah wants to give to the death to anybody, they take the man to with him. So some things are behind this, and that was also memorable day, as also full of sorrow day. So and I I take the lesson from that day. I took the lesson. I also that the life is temporary. Life is so temporary, and
Mr. Ziaur Rahman, let me tell you one thing, okay? Like, I haven't seen the people in my life. You can say, okay, there here I also use the present perfect tense. I haven't seen the people, especially, or I haven't seen the people, or you can also say I have seen. This is also the example for the present perfect tense, okay? The thing, what I'm going to let you know, मैंने तो कभी इस तरह I have never lost it, the family member very near to me, or may Allah save us, all of us, okay, from this sorrow in our life ahead. The most important thing that I would like to let you know, it's really easy, okay, to tell somebody, hey, be patient, okay? It's, it's it's happened because of the wish from Almighty Allah side or something like that, or blah. Yeah, it's the reality, okay? Whatever happened, it's the reality. You can say whatever happened is from the Almighty side, okay? Almighty Allah side. Or you can also say, I have heard from one of the very pious person, he told me, Rashid, when Almighty Allah put the people in your life, it's mean for a reason. When He removed the people from your life, it's mean that is for the biggest reason. So you need to keep that thing in your mind. So that's really easy, okay, to tell someone, okay, that's happened, it's okay, you will be much better or something like that. But believe me, okay, the pain, what you will feel inside the heart, no one can stop that easily, okay? What will do the people, or they just come, okay, they just pray for you, or pray for your brother, or for the people, like for in the funeral, they will go and nothing will remain. But the only thing, the person whom you have lost it, okay, that person will be forever for your in your life and your prayers and each and everything. So you said it right, okay? And I have seen a lot of people that they would give you, that will tell you, hey, be patient, blah blah blah. So it's easy, but when you face that situation in the reality, that I don't think so that no one can understand much better than you. Okay, so please move ahead.
yes, brother. So I told you about this incident, that this was also a memorable day, and also was a lesson for us, that the life is so temporary, and we are not permanent here, and you don't know what happened next, and Allah always will save everybody from any accidents, and the road accidents from these, and we also we must have care about this. We do not we should not use the bike, or some like some like type of this type of a vehicle for a long traffic was not but that time were not running that time. So my elder brother chose to for a journey a bike. So he faced the brutal accident, and he he was to uh, go to death. So some things in my mind, and this time I have just these things in my mind. That memorable day, I think,
Okay.
that I have never
Okay,
ever.
Ziaur Rahman, okay, that you're telling me the sad story. It's make me really sad, okay? He was not only your brother, he's also my brother. You're my brother, who's your brother is my brother. So whenever you talk about your brother, you get sad, and you also make me sad about it. So may Allah give him Jannah and give him the good place, and may Allah all get us together in Jannah, okay? So hopefully that we will have a great day ahead as well for that, inshallah. Okay, tell me something about anything else. Like let's suppose, like if I wake up early in the morning, you can say, so what are the best technique and what are the best way that I should start my day from that thing, okay? What will you expect and what will you tell me about it, okay? Or you can also tell me what are the activities that usually you do, okay? Like let's suppose the activities what I have whenever I wake up early in the morning. Firstly, I just perform the prayer, and after the prayer, I just recite the Holy Quran for a while. And after that, what I usually do, I listen the I listen the music. Sometimes the movies. I'm not much keen in that. Okay, you can say, but the most important thing, accent. You have to keep your accent constant, or like let's suppose, and I have already told you, and I'm the biggest fan of accent, or sometimes I'm following the British accent, sometimes I follow the American accent, you can say. So the most important thing is I keep listening for a long time, or I usually listen a lot, you can say. So this is the most important thing that I would recommend you to. And I'm usually telling you, try to keep listening, okay? I have already told you, listening is something like, let's suppose this is the brain criteria. If you will listen something, automatically it will comes on your mouth directly with that way. Or I have already told you with a specific example, like let's suppose if you will keep talking with an Indian person, automatically you will have an accent like totally like that person. Or if you will keep talking with a Canadian, Brazilian, so automatically you will have accent totally like that. So this is the most and biggest reason that the people are telling you, they are recommended you, they're trying to keep listening American news or British news. This is the most important thing. So what do you think and what's your perspective? How should we start our day? With what?
Shweta, one more thing I want to ask you from you. What is the difference between the American and the British accent? You can tell me about the one or two words on British and American accent.
Okay, you can simply say, you might have noticed that. Firstly, let me give you the simple example, like what is accent or what is the difference between accent, okay? Like let's suppose you might have noticed that, कभी आपने note किया होगा, like like you were speaking Saraiki language, okay? If you will go ahead from your city a bit, like let's suppose 30 kilometer or 35 kilometer, the language will be same, like Saraiki language, but some of the words that will be totally different. You got my point? The language is same, but the accent is a bit different, or some of the words they might pronounce it a bit different. Even in my city, you can say like I'm in Peshawar. This is the main thing, okay? Like let's suppose I live in Peshawar city right now, but believe me, if I whenever I go to village side, Charsadda side, the people speaks totally differently, okay? Here are some of the words and the way they pronounce the word and keep telling the word, it's totally different. On the other side, if I go to the Mardan city or apart from other places, so they speak with a different way. So that's called, the difference between pronunciation, and that is called. तो मैंने आपकी concept, firstly I clear your concept. Okay, so here is the same thing, okay, between the British and American. It's totally almost the same. But the most important thing is कि आपने किस चीज़ पर फोकस करना है. वो जो accent है वो simply यही होता है कि British and American almost both are the same English, but the words pronouncing is totally different. या कोई इस तरह वर्ड भी होते हैं कि हम इसको कोई एक अंदाज से बोलता है, दूसरा बंदा दूसरे अंदाज से बोलता है. So these are the main difference between both of them. Or let me tell you some of the difference. Like, and as I told you already, in American we focus mostly on R sound. You got my point? मतलब कि we pronounce it very clearly, like you can say clearly or repeatedly, repetitive, reduction. So I have already told you in a previous lectures that how we can differentiate and how can we pronounce it. But in a British accent, it's totally different, okay? We drop the R sound sometime like that. You can say brother or sister. Or in American, we say open. Hey, I'm an open-minded person. Okay? Or sorry, हम जिस तरह pronounce करते हैं ना American में also को, तो in British we say O, okay? So A को भी हम O sound में तब्दील करते हैं. Hey, I am also with you, okay? I am also with you. कहते हैं ना? So this is the main difference. Or we have a lot of other words that you can simply use and you can simply have. That will really make it sure.